You've cleared Nightmare, your character's solid, resistance is kept, gear decent, not a single death, and you're still not moving to hell. Unless you're playing softcore, in which case you probably just went, died a few times and figured it out. That's fine, that's how softcore works. But if you're playing hardcore, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because on hardcore, if you die, that's it. Character gone, every item, every hour, everything gone. So you tell yourself, just one more farming session, maybe two, maybe a few more levels, just to be sure. And so you wait, you farm, your character gets stronger, and you still don't go. This is one of the most underrated psychological traps of Diablo 2. And on hardcore, it almost exclusively hits the players who are actually good at the game. Bad players rush forward and die. Experienced hardcore players know what's at stake. They respect hell difficulty. They plan. And sometimes that respect tips into something else, a kind of paralysis dressed up as preparation. Here's what's actually happening. Nightmare stops being a challenge long before you leave it. You're not farming because you need to. You're farming because it's safe. Every run gives you something. A small upgrade, a bit of XP, and a little more certainty. And certainty feels like progress. This is real in the hardcore community. People post asking for advice and for encouragement before they make the jump. Not tips, encouragement to press a button on a menu screen. But there's a number Diablo 2 will never show you. No stat that reads ready for hell. No item called sufficient preparation. The game doesn't tell you when to go. It just waits. This is not a Diablo problem. This is a human problem. The same brain that keeps farming Nightmare on hardcore, afraid to risk what it's built, is the same brain that stays in a job it stopped growing in years ago because at least it's familiar. It's the same brain that doesn't apply for the role because it's not quite sure it's ready yet. And it's the same brain that keeps meaning to start investing. Next month, when things feel more stable. The mechanic is identical. The comfort zone has been the trap. And more preparation isn't the solution, because preparation was never really the issue. There's a concept in investing called analysis paralysis. What happens when someone spends so long researching the perfect entry point that they miss years of compounding growth, waiting for certainty that never comes? The market, like hell difficulty, does not issue a readiness certificate. The people who build real wealth and the Diablo characters who actually reach level 99 are not the ones who waited until they were ready. They're the ones who went anyway, stayed alert, and adjusted when things got hard. I know this because I've lost hardcore characters more than once. You spend hours building something, you get attached to it, and then one bad moment, one room you didn't respect, and it's gone. That used to stop me from trying again. It shouldn't have, because every one of those deaths taught me something no amount of preparation ever could. The deaths are the education. If you've never tried hardcore, that's exactly what I would tell you. Don't wait until you feel ready. Make a character. Push as far as you can. Lose it. Make another one. That's not failure. That's the process. And somewhere in that process, something shifts. You stop fearing the difficulty and start reading it. Going anyway doesn't mean being reckless. It means accepting that the next stage will be harder, that you'll sometimes have to retreat and regroup. And that is not a failure. This is how the game works, in Diablo and everywhere else. On hardcore you can die, that's real. But staying in Nightmare forever isn't safety. It's a different kind of death, slower, less dramatic, but just as final. So there you are, hardcore character. Resistance is capped, stash full, everything you could reasonably prepare, prepared. Still not moving to hell. Here's the only question that actually matters. Are you preparing? Or are you hiding? Because the next difficulty is waiting. It has been for a while. And it's not going to get less scary the longer you stand there. You don't need permission. You never did. Go. I'm taking my own advice. I've started a hardcore warlock in Diablo 2. Running the Blood Boil build most players would consider C tier. Slower than optimal. But one of the safest choices for hardcore, if you're willing to be patient. I'm taking him to level 99. No rushing, no hyper-optimization, just consistency, patience, and eventually, hell. If you want to follow that journey, the next video is already up.